find the highest common factor of these two numbers, I'm going to use a method called prime factorization. And the first thing I need to do is draw out factor trees for each of these numbers. Okay, so I'm going to start with the number 140. And if you need more practice on factor trees and finding the product of prime factors, I do have another lesson on that, so you might want to watch that one first. So here I need to think of two factors that multiply together to give 140. So I'm going to use 14 and 10. Remember, it doesn't matter which pair of factors you choose, you'll get the same answer at the end. Just don't choose 1 and 140, okay, or you won't be able to draw out the tree. So 14, two factors that multiply together to give 14 are 2 and 7, and both of these factors are prime, so I'm going to circle those. Two factors that multiply together to give 10 are 2 and 5, so I'm going to write those at the end of the branches, and these are also prime. So at the end, I'm just going to write the number 140 as a product of its prime factors. So I just take each of these numbers that I've circled and multiply them together. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7. Okay, so there is 140 written as a product of its prime factors. Okay, next I'm going to do the same thing for 126. So I'm going to write this number at the top of the tree. And two numbers or two factors that multiply together to give 126 are 2 and 63. I knew that 2 was a factor because this is an even number, okay? And 2 is prime, so I must circle it. Two factors that multiply together to give 63 are 7 and 9. 7 is prime, so we circle that one. And two factors that multiply together to give 9 are 3 times 3. Okay, and these are also prime factors. And just like with the previous number, I'm going to write at the end the product of prime factors. So I take these numbers and multiply them together. Okay, so one last step. To find the highest common factor, what we have to do is look for the common prime factors between these numbers. So I can see that the number 2 occurs here and also here. The number 3 doesn't occur in both, so I'm not going to circle that one. This number 2 occurs with 140, but not with 126. So there's only one other common prime factor, it's this one, it's 7. Can you see? It's the only other number that occurs in both. So what you have to do is take the common numbers, so 2 and 7, and multiply them together. Okay, and 2 multiplied by 7 is 14. So that is the highest common factor.